Hey y'all, look a little funny right there. Just took a bath. See how I'm picking with this here? And this is one thing that I had asked the Lord to help me with. I pick it with my faith. And when your nerve get bad and you start doing stuff like that. This is in real time. But like I said, I be trying not to let it pick with nothing in my face. But y'all finna take this, I'm finna take this makeup off with y'all. I'm finna take it off. Zero down, pick with that. But anyway, this is what we're gonna do. I use this here abolene to take off my makeup. Of course, I got some more stuff. Should have went out there and that shit. But anyway, we'll use some wipes. You know, I'm the type of person that I make it do what it do. You don't have one thing at your dispose of me. I'm gonna do it. Let it do what it do. This here abolene is what I take my makeup off at this here moment. Ooh, that's tight. I told you I got to loose that. But I'll take that out. And then I don't have and the makeup I use is Estee Lauder. I use Estee Lauder. You know, that double wear, baby, you got to scrub it off. But today I just had put on some old time's sake, some Black Radiant that you get from Walmart in the dollar store. I put some of that off because it's easier to come off. So that's what we had on today. But anyway, y'all will see me take this here makeup off and go from there. And see, it just melted out. And I just don't use, I use that abolene to rub on my body and help with burning fat. You rub it on you, then you put your waist trainer on and all that kind of stuff to help you sweat. Somebody had told me that years ago, and I just decided to try it out this year, and it really works. Along with what else you're doing, you know, trying to eat better and exercise. But it really helps contribute to it. I'd be glad when I get like 100 followers, subscribers, everything that come my way. I ain't gonna say I'm accepted. I was just trying to get 100 followers. Back in the days, it wouldn't have been hard and stuff. You just accept this and accept that. I told y'all, like, I was always like a private person and stuff. Then I had got to the point I'm just only gonna accept people that stay in Mississippi. But once I get 100 friends, I can start going live, doing some stuff. And it'll help me out with storage, one thing. Because I got the card, and after I post it, and then go in there and delete it. And then I have to delete it out of the trash because that's still taking up storage. So I remember when I was probably my late 20s and stuff, and I had a whole lot of insecurities when I didn't have on makeup and stuff. And cause I had them picked through my face and stuff over the years and stuff. And So I wouldn't go nowhere without makeup and different things like that. And I think I had on makeup one day, and I think my auntie, her old lady, had said, she said, "Tuesday, you is pretty." Her girl, this is makeup. And she said, "You still pretty." And she said, "You got to be pretty to look pretty with makeup." She said, "'Cause everybody that put on makeup ain't pretty." And that day right there, I started looking at things a little different. But my face had cleared up a whole lot. Cause as you get older, you don't want to be doing a whole lot of stuff. It had cleared up, and I had did what it took to clear it. I think I had told y'all that using that collagen in my smoothies and putting on food, it helped a real lot clearing up my face. And using the ambi, that cream, ambi, the cream, fade cream, they helped out. But it takes a while for it to start kicking in, but it cleared up. And then I had to ask the Lord to help me keep my hand out of my face. I had to pray, and I had to ask the Lord to help me with that. And He did. And I said, "You help me cut my face up. I wasn't gonna do that no more." And lo and behold, I got laid off and got complacent and complacent, just really just like, you know, just felt like, well, I'm not in the public eye anymore. So that old them old fingers start back digging again, but not as much. And so that's kind of like, wow, some of these little spots here, but they fade and stuff. And then I would get bumps up under here, and I really would dig in them. I said, well, it's not in my face, so I'll pick, because as long as it's not in my face. And that still ain't good either. And so, but I just wanted to go through that with y'all. Of course, you seen that. And you don't have to put a lot. I just do like to see, and you probably don't have to use that much. But baby, if I would have had that Estee Lauder on, that double wear, baby, we were gonna have to do a lot of scrubbing. And I don't think I put none on my ears today. I don't think I put none. Knowing time I put some on my ears too. Yeah. But I don't think I put none in there. And if I did, when I took a bath, it should have came on. But yeah. So what y'all got good to talk about, or what y'all take y'all makeup off with? And then, with this here, curl like the Vader in my hair, we got to be really careful with that because I have sensitive skin. And that would causes the breakouts too. Yeah. And then when I was, when I used to just wear my hair down, you know how some people put like oil sheen in their hair and stuff. I don't like the shiny look. I like my hair to be just like dry look. And I did that. I was like that too because that oil, you have your hair down, you got oil sheen in your face, it breaks you out. And so I really can't put stuff in my hair, and like I said, with this here curl activator in there, we got to really be careful with that. And so I put 2 headscarves on, and then put something over my pillowcase so we won't have that issue. Yeah. And so we still got a little bit. But I'm gonna go in. Make sure you get up under that eye. Cause I think that's some contribute to some people dark up under the eye too. And they probably need exfoliating up under there. And then I'm gonna go on top of there, up there. Get that eyeshadow off of there. Try my best not to take that eyelash off. Cause baby, I'll kind of show my face without every now and then. I won't. I had them lashes off and let y'all see because it is what it is. It's one thing about when you start getting older. It ain't no excuse for us to look the way we do, but when you get older, you don't be too much worrying about what nobody think. Cause baby, you be like, I done been there and done that, and if you got to take all of this here, I don't want it. And that's why I was telling you, I just don't want a all the way put together man. I ain't lying. Y'all be looking good and smelling good. I ain't lying. But when I see you, me, I be like, oh, he be put together, and he gonna be want me to be together. And baby, I like to be at the house with my the breast seeds hanging, and I can't keep up. I cannot keep up with a put together man. I'm telling you the God him truth. I ain't the one. So I'm always gonna get a rough neck that work and ain't about that. And I ain't got to do all that requirement. Which I can get it. I can let it do what it do. But I don't want no good looking man. I don't want no man that just dress up every day. No, baby, I'm not gonna, cause that money could go to me, first of all, and then number two, you looking good. You gonna want me to be looking good all the time, and I ain't. No, you no, we can't. I ain't finna do it. Unless I can get that way, but I'm not finna sit in the house dressed up. Wrong girl. Wrong girl. So I'm just keeping it real with y'all. See, it ain't nothing really on my ear, but I still feel good to go back over it. Because sometimes with makeup, soap and water just don't do it. And baby, I got to keep my ears clean. If I wash my face, if I miss the ear, to me it's just like I done took a bath and ain't washing my private part. I be feeling that way. But that was the witch hazel, and I got different ones. But this happened to be this here yellow, and this here, different ones do different things. But this a pore perfecting. But I didn't get this one for that one. I got a pink one, green one, and the regular one, but this is the one that we had open. We're gonna go back over it one more again. How you say one more again? And that's gonna be it. And it might seem like I'm rubbing hard, because I am rubbing hard. And you don't supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be doing stuff lightly, but I'm heavy-handed. As you can see, my hands, my age is in my hand. And and that's why I don't get my nails done. Because baby, I work. I'm not a cute girl. And not to say that's why I don't, but I do too much. I do too much to these hands been in dishwater and cooking and all of that. But anyway, then I use Kiehl's think that's how everybody pronounce it, Kev. But this one right here is just like a mask, and then this here is like a firming mask, and it costs a pretty good penny. But I think this is one that's like 30 something, but this is like 50 something for this here jar, and 3.4 ounces, like 50 something dollars, and it's still rising. But you feel like you don't want to pay that much. But the thing about it is this here. It's as round as a bottle of water. And if you can kind of judge, this is how tall it is. But it's just as round as a bottle of water, as you can see. And judge, but you don't be wanting to pay 50 something dollars for this here. But a little goes a long way. When they were saying, I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But really, a jar, because all you need is like this here for your whole face. So really, if you do use it like this here, it'll last, I know, at least 6 months. And I'm heavy-handed. And so we'll put a little there, a little there. And it has your face to feel so moisturized and so plump and moist. And you can take it off in the morning time or at night. I mean, in the morning time, or don't you when you wash your face, just take it on off. Because it ain't going to do nothing while it's on there. You know. And I'll put maybe a little bit up under there, kind of not neglect that, but do it like that. You know. So this is what we got. And then I got some castor oil right here. I'm gonna just put a little dot. I slept pretty good last night. I slept pretty good. And so, but baby, I seen the bags starting to come, the puffiness. And so I just put a little dab, just like that there, up under there. And that be it. Kind of like massage it in. And just do like that, y'all. It's just regular old castor oil. And then you do this here and you wake up the next morning. I don't know how severe yours is, but you see how mine is. And because of lack of sleep. And wake up in the morning and you good as go. But I think it's okay. And like I said, this is what we looking like. Now, if you keep on rubbing this here after you don't put it on, it'll start like coming up like white pieces and stuff like that. So once you put it on, just leave it alone. And you can put it up on the makeup, wear it up on the makeup. That's if that's your choice. And put on a little lip gloss here. And let that do what it is. And some y'all might be like, that's her teeth. Yeah, these are my teeth. I know some got better looking teeth than this here. And some way whiter or whatever, but every now and then I'll brush my teeth with little baking soda and along with the toothpaste, or I'll gargle my mouth with peroxide, and that's what I do over time. And I did have these here whitening scripts called Guru or something like that. They wasn't worth nothing. They wasn't worth nothing. It's best to stick with the Crest, but you know Crest scripts is price started rising with them. So I think this here's the Guru, and it's the pen that you use. You can buy. I don't know how they be doing it. The Guru. If I put it up, can't put it up there. It's just the light. I don't know. Guru. I wish y'all could just see it, but I'm just getting used to this here. I got this little lamp for my dog, but it do go different settings. Let me see. Might go down. Oh no. But anyway. The pen do pretty good, but the thing about it, you got to hold your teeth like this here. The whole wild why is on there. And that ain't good, but you try to not slob and do it. But it's okay. Could it get in the crevices and stuff? But the Crest grip, they do what it do. But the only thing with the Crest grip, it have your teeth to be sensitive. It have your teeth to be sensitive. And I have sensitive teeth already. That's why I don't like cold stuff. And but with this here Guru, after I take the scripts off, my teeth is not sensitive, so I do like that. And I want to try. They got on TikTok these here purple scripts. I want to try that, and so I can feel like a little white when that feeling when that white come up start coming up with that. And but yeah, these are my teeth, and what I use is just plain old baking soda, and I try to use toothpaste. Well, no, some of it's tooth gel, but the toothpaste is white. But the tooth gel you might have red. The tooth gel might have green, red, blue. But I like to really use the toothpaste, and so when I do buy that, I try to get some of both, because some serve different purposes. And just like deodorant, I had to tell my daughter, it's when you're just going to get deodorant, you're just picking up stuff, but they're different. One of them is a deodorant, one of them is a perspirant to keep you from sweating, and one is a deodorant. One perspire. So some of y'all might not know that you just go pick up deodorant, and when it's not, you might be still a little smelly up on the arms after you use it, because you might have a whatever, I can't say the word, and for perspiration, and instead of deodorant. But I don't like deodorant, but I tell you what, I have to use it lately. 'Cause baby, I be smelling like a polecat, a muskrat. And I don't like that, because I don't really like to use deodorant anyway. But when I use deodorant, I try to teach my kids to see, you don't have to go, you can go one time, and it's going to serve the purpose. One time. So what I do, when I do put on deodorant, it's just not deodorant, I'll kind of put it right here. Just putting it just like one time right here on the outskirts, it do the job. It do the job, and it's not up under there. Because like I said, when you start getting older and stuff, you kind of be cautious on what you put on your body and how you put it on there. For instance, like this here called water, I had got from Bath and Body Works. It smells so good. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. Last week or week before last, I think I had took a bath, and it's good. It's a good moisturizer. I'm telling you, you might be like crocodile, alligator on your legs. When you use this here, baby, you're gonna be like a baby. But I kid you not, I put this here all on my body. I couldn't rest that night. It felt like I had put toxins on my skin. And you know your skin is the biggest organ that you have. That means that those pores, everything that you put in your skin, it goes to your bloodstream. And baby, I felt like I had put a just covered my body with like some poison or toxins. And I said, well, we're not gonna do that again. I might put it like on my hands or something like that. But when you find out, that's how we got to get better. That's why when I be saying stuff, I be include me. We got to do better. Like I'm still saying, putting on my hand and my feet. And if it's you felt that for a reason, and you still want to just do it, that's how messed up we are. That's how messed up we are. And then as you start getting older too, ladies, because I'm just saying, because it might be somebody on here that haven't been told, or they mama may have never been told, so they don't spread it and stuff. But as you start getting in up in age and stuff start changing, and that's just the reality. Because I thought I was exempt for a whole lot of stuff, but no, if you're not keeping it together, it just ain't gonna just automatically stay together. Long story short, I like to take hot baths, so that can contribute to it too. But you take a lot of hot baths, your skin start drying out. I remember my skin used to be so oily that I didn't have to put on no lotion. But baby, that bottom half from that knee on down be looking like alligator. And if I don't you get sugar scrub, I'm gonna tell you what I do. When I see that start to rise and I get tired of looking at it, I get me some sugar scrub, whichever brand that is. I forgot the Tree Hut, or if you go to Marshalls or wherever you get it, or you can even make it some. Baby, I get that and I scrub down there with it below that knee, them feet and that lower leg. And even my hands, because like I said, my age shows through my hands. So I'm not going to be embarrassed about that, because these are blessed hands. But when I want it to look youthful, I have to do scrub these here with the sugar scrub. And once you do that, I'm telling you, your skin be back soft and stuff. And so, like I said, if you might not know it as you get older, stuff changing. So something to kind of help you out. And then if you're in a relationship, if you hopefully it's a marriage, you scrub your whole body with it from your neck on down, especially that back of that neck, because you don't want that to be black. And if it is, ladies, that will help you out. Not talking about you or nothing like that, but if you scrub that with that sugar scrub, it, at least maybe twice a week, that's gonna help you and stuff. And you'll see that that'll start getting lighter. And then if you start using witch hazel, that'll get lighter and stuff. But if you exfoliate your whole body with the sugar scrub, you get you one of them those mittens that they have that you can put on with them gloves, and just put some pressure to it. And then after that, then go in with your body wash. And then after that, put your lotion or your oil on. And I'm telling you, your man he'll thank you for it. And but yeah, it's little bit of things that you don't know and stuff, but I kind of tell my girls and stuff, different things. And even if you was blessed with a lot of boobs, I use myself as example, up under there, it'll start getting dark, especially in the summertime and the hotter months. You'll sweat up under there, and that'll come dark up under there and stuff. And that sugar scrub will help you out. You got to do it. Even if you don't do your whole body, At least do that twice a week, and you'll see the difference with that. Or don't let it get out of hand. And then a lot of us don't have the correct bra size. I learned that when I was at Belt. They come in there and they really do a seminar and let us know that majority of the women don't have the correct bra size and stuff. And so, long story short, like when you find dark marks right here where your bra been digging and stuff, I don't know. I could have some a little bit right there. See, like a indication right there. It's not so bad, but I guess because I ain't been wearing no bra, ain't been going nowhere to work. But all of those little bit of things like that. Every woman wants to look good and stuff, but then so you might not know what to do to get rid of that and stuff, But exfoliating will help a lot of stuff. And then like I need to, but I hadn't, because I felt myself start just getting older up under these here arms. And so when I feel that, I shade. I don't shade. And but when that started rising like that, I know it's time for me to shave up under there and exfoliate. When I give that a good scrubbing, we be okay for at least a month. And so those little bit of things like that can help the next woman out and stuff. It's all about sharing what you done learned and stuff, Sometimes you don't want nobody else to have the information and stuff. You ain't worried about if somebody else have problems and issues and stuff. But if the Lord show you certain things and stuff, it ain't nothing wrong with showing somebody else and stuff, especially if you love people. And then, like I said, we got to always consider the next woman and stuff, So you might have a little secret or something that you do, like a nightly routine or daily routine to get you through and stuff. But like I said, the hotter months and stuff, and as you age, your body chemistry changes. When you young and little, it's different when you older and bigger. Your body scent changes, your body chemistry changes. So you got to do a little bit more, like I said, being heavier and older. You got two things working against you. And then so I have to go in with the Dr. Bromas, with that tea tree, Dr. Broma stuff. I got to go in with that. First, you do your sugar scrub, then go in with that Dr. Bromas, then go in with your Dove or Dr. Teal's, whichever one is your preference, soft soap or whichever one that you use, Caress or whatever, Avena, all of them. You go in with that, and you got the layer, and then that be it. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all and stuff. But like I said, the abolene, I've been intending to show y'all how I use the abolene. Like I said, I put it on my arms, I put it on my stomach, on my back fat, and here's something. Here's somebody, and if I click it off of there to look at that camera, I can't do that. So, but anyway, I've been intended to show y'all different things and stuff, like use this here. This here stuff helps too to smooth out cellulite. This here, and this. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're not we gonna continue this here footage, y'all. Cause even though it failed, we ain't gonna let that go. Cause we ain't gonna start all over again. But yeah. See how that done fell off of there? But we finna put y'all right back up here. Surely is, cause we not finna lose this footage. And this here thing right here. This here thing right here. I use this here along with that. Dry brushing help with cellulite. This here thing right here help you smooth all of the cellulite, and it really works. It really works. What was bothering me when I heard a truck or something out there, because you know we don't have company. And then like I said, I didn't want to stop the car and to look at the camera. And then y'all failed while I was trying to show y'all something. So but we were gonna keep on rolling, baby. That's what I do. We ain't finna be cutes and all that kind of stuff and do all the editing and what they do. We gonna let it roll, baby. We gonna keep it real. And but yeah, and then when you put that stuff on your face, I mean, it kind of like heat your face up. It kind of like heat your face up. I got to see. I just took this mirror so I can look at myself right there. But you know, you can feel the heat coming on. But like I said, this is what it is, and this is how I do, and all of that good stuff. But that's all I want to show you. Our time is just going on and on and on. And but that was just something that we were just sharing with y'all.